like that anymore, you know, with the live band and just the energy and the excitement and anticipation of the whole thing.
So you're on the West End. Let's talk about this. You're going to be doing some... and this is in I haven't seen this play. It came out, it got some great reviews.
Yeah.
It's called Fat Pig.
Yeah, I'm taking over from Joanna Page, who's fantastic in the show, so it's a little daunting, but I'm really looking forward to it. It's like my first kind of proper West End thing.
But haven't you been on the West End stage before?
I was at the Riverside, like, a few years ago, but this is, you know, at the Comedy Theatre and...
And this is, from the sound of things, about a part as well. It sounds like a pretty big part in this thing.
Yeah, it's quite a main part, yeah.
Is it a comedy, or it's a comedy drama, I guess, is it?
It's like a dark comedy, I'd say. It's about, I basically play a character that's in love with a guy in the office she works with, and he's actually in love with somebody else who happens to be a larger lady.
And socially, people think he shouldn't give up you for a larger lady. Why is he doing that?
Yeah.
So it examines the kind of prejudice involved in that. It sounds interesting.
It is interesting and very funny as well.
Now, are you going to sort of, because you do a lot of things. We've talked about you've done some TV work here. Yeah. You're doing stage acting, you've made movies, you've got a perfume out. You've never done a book yet, have you? Or have you?
Yeah, last year I bought
There you go, done a book as well. Okay. If you had to choose one thing,
yeah.
If I had to say, OK, you can do the dancing, or you can do writing, or you can perform on stage, or make movies, or host TV shows, what would it be if you had to choose just one?
Oh, definitely the dancing, 100%.
Same here. Especially that move. Kelly, as always, it's lovely to spend some time with you. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Kelly Brook. Thank you, Kelly. And thank you for the marvellous memories. Kelly Brook. Very glamorous. Shall we get my next guest out? OK, but first, let's see them in action in one of my favourite comedy shows of all time, The Mighty Boosh, and here they are, all loved up. Look at this.
I'm in love with someone already.
The lies of a backtracking worm.
I'm in love with Howard.
Oh, yeah, we're in love. Prove it. Oh!
Huh?
Gonna have to go away and rethink a few basic principles. Bye!
Bye. Thanks, Howard.
Thank you.
What do you mean?
Thank you for the gift of love.
It was just a kiss.
Come on, a light went on in my head then. You flicked my switch, baby.
Look, Howard, you've got to stop falling for people when they give you the slightest bit of affection.
Don't pretend you don't love me.
Love?
Oh, yes.
Howard, you've gone mad.
That's what this is all about.
No, it isn't.
Me and you.
What do you mean, me and you?
The arguing, the bickering, it's all because of the sexual tension. The deep, powerful, molten sexual tension that's been brewing up between us.
I don't think
Yes.
it was.
You've showed me the way.
You're gonna fall, Howard.
Giving me the keys.
The keys to what?
The keys to a whole new kingdom. A whole new kingdom of gaydom. I'm a gay. I'm a massive gayist. Woo! Fuck her up.
Will you please welcome Noel and Julian from The Mighty Boosh. How lovely to see you. How lovely to have you both in The Mighty Boosh. Two of the greatest comic talents in the country as we speak right now, ladies and gentlemen, Noel and Julian. No, it's the truth and you know it. How lovely to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Good to be here.
Did you get to meet or chat to many of the Olympic winners back there? Did you follow the Olympics? Were you watching that?
I didn't see any of it, but I heard it was good.
That's exactly what they said about your show to me.
I made a sort of accidental joke because this really nice girl I was chatting to obviously won a gold. She said, "Oh, I like your shoes. They're really gold." And I said, "Yeah, they do them in silver as well." What was that? Why would she want them in silver? Never wants to see silver again.
Are you sporty types yourself? I mean, do you seek out sport? Were you sporty as youngsters?
Yeah, I seek out sport.
We play home.
If I hear there's some sport somewhere, I'll seek it.
I saw Julian seeking out some sport earlier on.
I don't. I used to
Looking
be
at all the
quite
nooks and crannies.
quite good at
for
long
sport.
jump. I was.
You weren't quite. Were you really?
Yeah, I was quite good. Yeah.
Standing still long jump, you said. You know the one where you have to go like that.
That's not a sport. Is that a sport?
It used to be an Olympic sport,
No,
actually.
did it really?
Yeah, before, and then they added the run-up, because obviously it was...
Because it was rubbish.
Sorry, man, what are you doing?
It's basically just like a controlled falling forward. Isn't it? What about you? You're quite good at football, aren't you? Is that right?
Yeah. I'm quite good at sport in general, actually. Yeah.
But you don't, I know this,
Tennis,
but you don't look sporty at all because you look like a gadfly, a fashionista.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all right at football, actually, but always used to wear a sort of little headband, and even in football I'd wear a...
We've got a picture of you there.
Oh, yeah.
You look a little bit like a sort of a 70s footballer there, don't you? Like Chopper Harris, maybe, or one of those guys from the past then.
I was hoping you were going to say George Best, but you said Chopper Harris, and I was a little disappointed then.
Because George Best never stood quite like that, did he?
No. Seeking out that ball.
Now, I missed out in the summer of an event which I think I would have enjoyed very much, which was the Bush Fest.
We invited you as well.
I know, but it was you only invited me on the day, right? And then I've got a family and stuff, and I had to try and organise that, and it didn't happen. That's all it was. I wanted to come. What did you do? It was a musical festival or a comedy festival. What was Bush Fest?
It was a music festival, but we had a comedy tent and a musical stage.
And we headlined the musical stage, so
Yeah.
we had lots of bands. We had Gary Newman came down.
Well, I know you're big Gary Newman fans, of course.
It was amazing.
Did he do early stuff that everyone loves, or did he do the new stuff?
He did it all, actually. Do you know what? He was amazing.
Yeah.
Hold it. Now, there's a picture which perhaps needs some explanation as to exactly what's going on
That's
there.
Gary on the right. He was good, actually. He was like sort of an electro lion, really sort of proudly walking up and down. He was amazing.
among his people again.
Yeah, and he asked me to do cars with him, and I just absolutely shat myself and didn't do it.
You didn't do it?
No, because I couldn't. I was too nervous. I just ran away.
That is what
I had
you
a
wanted.
meltdown. I couldn't do it. I know.
Now
I wouldn't have been able to do it. I'd have just gone... it would have been awful.
But what if you asked you again now? Would you
Yeah,
give
I'd
it a
do
shot?
it now, yeah.
Well, maybe we
We'd
could
push him
engineer
out
that.
the way. Striking poses.
Is electro your choice of music then?
I do like electro, yeah. No, I'm a bit more of sort of rock. A bit Aerosmith, Stones, Led Zeppelin.
And Julian, in the series, of course, your alter ego Howard Moon is a jazz fan.
That's right, yeah.
Are you yourself a jazz fan?
I am.
Seriously?
Jonathan, yeah. Very much so,
There's not
yeah.
so many of you out there, really.
No, we're a dying breed.
You are. It is sort of dying out, jazz. Isn't
Like
it?
But
unicorns.
I'm trying to bring it back with...
There's two of them.
No,
Quick, there's one. Grab him.
unicorns never existed. How can they die out? They
How
don't.
dare you? How very dare you? I saw one the other day. Could have been a horse with a cornetto on its head, I'm not sure.
Is it true that Bono, being a fan, wanted to take part in the Bush Fest? That he came to you and asked if he could do that?
I think he sort of, he kind of liked the Bush and stuff, and then he sort of said, oh, well, I'll come and do your festival, but it was a bit late. We sort of booked everyone, and he's so big.
Hold it. You turned down Bono,
We didn't turn
lead
him
singer of one of the
down.
greatest bands in the world, one of the biggest bands. You said, no, we're fully booked.
We took a look.
No, but they're so enormous. It would have been a bit weird. It would have been, we were headline. They couldn't support us. That would be ludicrous.
Well, then you could have
Imagine that.
supported them. They could have gone on top of you. What's wrong with that?
Imagine that. It would have been ridiculous. Yeah, this is your dressing room. It's a cupboard. There's some hula hoops. That's your rider.
They would have liked it. It'd been good for them to slum for a while. You know what I mean? They would have liked it. It would have taken them back to the old days.
Yeah.
If they asked you next time, would you say yes? You could do. I mean, are you going to do it again?
That'd be fun. Yeah, no, we want to do it
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
don't we?
It went pretty well. I mean, we
Yeah.
didn't really know what to expect, so it was quite scary, but it was
It went really well.
That's
didn't
good.
It?
Yeah.
Well,
We
I
had lots
saw
of
you on the
pyrotechnics
tour.
and
I saw the
fireworks.
comedy tour and I loved it, and it was fantastic live, and a lot of work. I mean, it was a long show, a lot of work, but it wasn't too long.
It was like Gandhi, wasn't it? It was about 4 hours
Yeah,
long.
maybe it was a bit too long, but a lot of work had gone into it. It was a great live performance, and I noticed as well that you get a lot of your fans turn up dressed as some of the more extreme characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did that happen at Bush Fest as well?
Yeah, it
it's
was like a huge fancy dress.
Party.
10,000 people
Look at
dressed
that,
up.
the double act in formation.
The chemistry is incredible
It's
right there.
wrong, isn't it? I know, it's
It
crazy.
was a lot of people dressed up. Like,
In fancy
yeah,
dress.
that's how it was.
It was brilliant, 'cause actually there was like, someone had come as Tony Harrison, who is quite a difficult character to come as, because he's basically a pink testicle with sort of 8 tentacle arms.
It's just a head. It's a head with tentacles
They
underneath
sort of
it.
built sort of plimps, and about 4 of them came as the Tony Harrison. No, but there was a guy in a bolo suit, literally didn't take it off all day.
Now, Bolo
I'm
is the
pretty
giant gorilla in
Yeah,
the series, of
he's
course.
right at the front, and he was like that, just staring up, and he never took that costume off, and it was about 80 degrees. I'm pretty sure he died in that costume. He's still there like that.
Now, the fellas have, I'm delighted to say, have a book out.